It is now 2025, which is exactly why in this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 ways that you can become more of an attractive and confident man in 2025. So be sure that you stay throughout the entire video. That way, you know exactly what you need to do to not only become the most attractive version of yourself physically, but also become the most attractive and confident version of yourself mentally, and become the man that you know that you were meant to become in 2025 and make this your best year yet. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's hop into the video. I have my notebook with me, and we're going to make sure that at the end of this video, you have everything that you need to become the best version of yourself this year. So starting with number 1, maximize your physical appearance. You knew this was coming. This is an absolute must in 2025 if, of course, you want to become the most attractive version of yourself. So one of the things that I notice with the men that come and work with me inside of my program, that work with me when it comes to one-to-one coaching, one of the things I notice about these men in particular that needs the most attention is men need to make sure that they're dialing in their physiques, that they are maximizing their genetics when it comes to their body. And the reason why I say this is because if you can maximize your physique, if you can maximize your aesthetics as a man, that's not only going to help you when it comes to your body, of course, that's also going to play a role in your facial aesthetics as far as having a more lean and angular face, which of course is more attractive overall, as well as clothes are going to make you look even better because the foundation, your body, is what's really drawing people in. So by simply improving and maximizing your physique and becoming more of an aesthetic man, you have 3 ways to become instantly more physically attractive. Now, if you're somebody that is skinny or you're skinny fat, then I would suggest that you go on a lean bulk. So then you can start to pack on lean muscle mass and size. Now, if you're someone that has, a decent amount of stubborn body fat that you need to lose, or if you're heavily overweight, then you definitely need to be going on a cut. And ideally, you want to achieve the V-shaped physique. So the V-shaped physique is when you have broad shoulders, a wide back, slim waist, 6-pack abs, a built upper chest, you have nice biceps and triceps, and you have proportionate legs. And really, man, what I would suggest that you do is you focus on the compound lifts and focus on building actual strength. Focus on aiming for PRs, whether that's, going up an extra rep, whether that's increasing the weight by 2.5 pounds to 5 pounds, depending on what it is that you're doing, and constantly try to aim for improvement. Now, you're not going to hit PRs every single workout. You're going to hit a certain point where it's going to be very hard to hit PRs every single workout, and that's completely okay. The whole goal is to make sure that you're actually improving each and every single time that you step up in the gym. Now, if this is going to be your first year actually working out and getting into the gym, please don't be one of the men that say they're going to be a new man. This is going to be their year. They're going to be the most attractive version of themselves. They go in the gym and then after a week or two, they fall off. I don't want you to be that way, because that's how most men are going to be right around this time of the year, and then they're going to fall off. If you want to make sure that you are the most attractive and confident version of yourself, you have to make sure that you see through your fitness routine if you want to improve your physique and thus improve your physical appearance. So also, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're tracking your lifts, you're tracking your calories. Track your calories daily, whether you're in a lean bulk or you're in a cut. Track your calories daily, track your lifts every single time that you go to the gym. My favorite app that I like to use is the Strong app. You can download this on iPhone, or if you have an Android, you can download this as well, I'm pretty sure. This is the app that I use every single time when it comes to lifting, because if you don't track your lifts, you're not going to know, really where you're progressing at, right? What doesn't get tracked doesn't get managed. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to make sure that you are on track to building that strong, capable, yet aesthetic, masculine V-shaped physique, you definitely need to be sure that you're tracking your lifts and you're tracking your calories. I like to use MyFitnessPal when it comes to tracking calories. Now, that's the body, right? When it comes to other aspects of your physical appearance, you want to make sure that you're grooming yourself daily. So make sure that if you have facial hair, if you can grow a beard, if you can grow a stubble, make sure that you're trimming and lining up your beard at least every couple days. This is going to be more dependent based on your genetics, how fast you can grow facial hair. But if you can grow facial hair pretty quick, make sure that you're trimming and you're maintaining your facial hair by lining it up, trimming it down, just making it look crisp, making it look well maintained and clean. every couple days. And then if you can't grow facial hair, that's fine. You can use products such as minoxidil. That's what I've used to really help me grow my facial hair. I've used biotin pills to help me when it comes to just producing more hair growth. I have used derma rollers in the past to help me when it comes to just really getting more blood flow going as far as the areas that I was trying to grow my facial hair, as far as my cheeks, under my chin, all these things, right? Those were definitely great tools and resources that helped me accelerate the facial hair process. Now, here's the thing. If your face is round, if you have a rounder face, especially, if you need to cut, which more than likely you do, if you have high levels of body fat and you have a round face, what I would suggest that you do is while you're cutting, make sure that if you're able to grow a thicker beard, that way you can shape it up and add angularity to it. That way it makes your face a little bit more angular and it kind of offsets the roundness of your face. And as you lean down, of course, your face is going to look a lot more angular because you're lowering the body fat that you have in your face. So then once you get down to a leaner body fat percentage, you can actually, in my opinion, trim down the beard and get more of a stubble beard. A stubble beard is going to be great for men that have more angular faces, whether this is naturally they have a strong jawline, or at the very least, they're at a lower body fat percentage. So more of their facial features are more prominent and sharp, like their cheekbones, hollow cheeks, or again, if they do have natural jawlines, well, then the stubble beard is going to be a great beard to have for those type of facial structures, because you're more so accentuating and highlighting the natural angularity that you have in your face, but you're adding a little bit more of a boost to it in terms of adding just a little bit more angularity based on the illusions of the stubble beard and how you line it up. And you're also bringing more attention to your facial structures because you have a low stubble beard. So people are going to clearly see that you have strong facial features, but they're also a lot more enhanced and accentuated because of the way that you line up your facial hair. And if you have high cheekbones, if you have hollow cheeks, if you have a sharp jawline, and you're at a low body fat percentage, I would also suggest that you can either go clean shaven if you want to, or rock a goatee where you just have a mustache, you have chin hair, but you can trim down the sides. You can trim down any stubble that you have on your cheeks, right? You can just go clean shaven on the sides, on the cheeks. That way you can showcase your hollow cheeks, but then just rock the mustache, chin hair if you want. That way you have some type of facial hair. Or as I said, you can go clean shaven. So that's what I would recommend when it comes to grooming as far as facial hair goes. Now, you also want to make sure that when it comes to your hairstyle, when it comes to your haircut, you want to make sure that you get a haircut, you get a hairstyle that is going to be suitable for your face, right? So there's different head shapes that men will typically have. So there's the oval head shape, the heart head shape, the round head shape, the diamond head shape, the rectangular head shape, and then the triangle head shape. So you want to make sure that you find hairstyles and haircuts that are going to be best suitable for you, dependent on the type of head shape that you have. So what I would suggest that you do is you can pull this up on Google. You can type in the different head shapes that I just listed out and then see what the results are. You can go on Google Images, type in the different head shapes, and then depending on the head shapes that you see from the images of the men that come up, try to figure out which one is the most accurate to your head shape. And then once you figure that out, what I would suggest that you do is, let's say that you are a black man and you have a diamond head shape. What I would suggest that you do is you can then go into Google and then type in black men with diamond head shapes. And then based on the examples that pull up in the search results, you can then see the type of hairstyles and the type of haircuts that those particular black men with that type of head shape have. And then you can see what type of haircut, what type of hairstyle you would like, that you feel like, okay, this would actually look good on me. This is something I'm willing to try out and experiment, right? When it comes to haircuts, when it comes to hairstyles, once you know the type of haircuts and hairstyles that work best for your head shape, and another thing that you can do is you can search up, let's say again, black man with diamond head shape, but then you can then search up with short hairstyles, medium hairstyles, long hairstyles, if you want to just kind of see different variations in terms of styles and haircuts depending on the length of hair. That's another way that you can go about finding more options as far as what type of haircuts, what type of hairstyles would look good for you, especially if you're someone that maybe you have short hair now, but you want to grow your hair out and you're trying to figure out what type of hairstyle would be best suitable for your head shape. A lot of haircuts and hairstyles are a lot about experimenting, seeing what works for you based on your own opinion. Then, of course, the feedback of other people, the feedback of women, right? Depending on the feedback that you get from other people and how you feel about the haircut and the hairstyle, Well, if you like it, if you like the haircut and the hairstyle first and foremost, which is the most important, that you like it, and then if you see that other people are giving you a lot of feedback, then positive feedback that is, then roll with that haircut, roll with that hairstyle. But if you're not seeing a whole bunch of feedback, and as far as positive feedback and results overall when it comes to women, and just overall how people view your haircut and your hairstyle, then switch it up until you find something that you like, but you also see that it works pretty well when it comes to how women look at you as far as your physical attractiveness and just overall what people think. But at the end of the day, it is about what you think first and foremost. And then moving on, you want to make sure they have a good skincare routine. So you want to make sure they have a cleanser. That way you can get rid of any type of dirts and oils that you accumulate on your skin throughout the day. You want to make sure that you have a good moisturizer. That way you are hydrating your skin. You want to make sure that you have an exfoliator. You want to get rid of those dead skin cells. I would suggest that you exfoliate on average 1 to 2 times a week, no more than 3 times a week max. Then you want to wear a sunscreen, an SPF. That way you can protect your skin from the sun. That way you can minimize sun damage. And that can also help you when it comes to aging gracefully with your skin, having more youthful, vibrant skin as you age and as you mature. And then what I would also suggest that you use, and this can be something that you wear at night, is a retinol cream, which is going to help you smooth out your fine lines and your wrinkles, and just, of course, help you age more gracefully and have that youthful looking skin. And then when it comes to other forms of bodily hair, like nose hairs, ear hairs, back hair, things like that, make sure that you trim your nose hairs, make sure that you trim your ear hairs, make sure that if you have any type of back hair that's sticking out, behind you and it's peeking through your shirts and stuff, man, clean that up, man. That's just not a good look, in my opinion. It's okay if you have that type of hair naturally, but just make sure that you're cleaning it. Make sure that you're maintaining it. That's not popping through your shirts and stuff like that. You want to look well groomed, well cleaned, and well maintained, because you're going to look like a man that takes care of himself and that he knows what he's doing, which is one of the things that women like, in particular when it comes to men and their physical appearance. Is, yes, not only do they like men that do have handsome and attractive faces, which doesn't mean you have to have a male model face, but if you do everything that you can that's in your power to improve your facial aesthetics, as well as, that even comes with teeth, right? Making sure you're getting your teeth whitened and cleaned, making sure that you straighten your teeth, whether that's, putting money aside to invest into Invisalign or braces, whatever your preference is. Having a whitening toothpaste like Arm and Hammer, whitening toothpaste. That's what I like to use. Making sure that you're flossing your teeth every day. Make sure they have a tongue scraper. That way you don't have any type of bacteria and residue that's just chilling on your tongue, which is going to create, poor oral health as well as bad breath. Make sure that you use a tongue scraper to get rid of all that stuff. You can also use whitening teeth strips, as far as just making sure that you whiten your teeth and they just look nice. They look vibrant, right? They look healthy. And there are some whitening strips that are, more geared towards people that have sensitive teeth like myself. So you can look up teeth whitening strips for sensitive teeth, and then you can see the results that pop up, as well as you can use the Crest 3D white strips, which are really effective. Make sure that you keep up with these things. This does take some work. This is a routine, and this does take effort, but if you actually implement these things, you're going to be well ahead of the curve as far as being more attractive and becoming the most attractive version of yourself. That's the overall physical appearance aspect of you when it comes to becoming more attractive physically, but also clothes, fashion, style. These things play a role as well. As I said earlier, when you have that physique specifically, on top of everything else that you have going for you as far as your facial aesthetics, when you have a nice wardrobe of well-fitted clothes, they could even be tailored too. They could be professionally tailored. I wouldn't suggest that you get clothes tailored until you get to a physique that you know that you're going to maintain for the long term. You're not going to really deviate that far away from that type of physique. So if you're on your fitness journey right now, what I would suggest that you do is, once you achieve the ideal physique for yourself, and again, you're not going to really deviate that much from that physique, that's when I would suggest that you go ahead and you get your clothes tailored, and get the clothes that you're going to be wearing regularly, consistently, almost all year round. That's what I would suggest, that you get those type of clothes tailored, because you're going to get the most bang for your buck that way. You know that you're going to be wearing those clothes consistently, so you're actually going to get some use for them. Therefore, it's going to be a worthy investment of going to the tailors and getting your clothes tailored made. And I would suggest that you also stick with neutral colors, man. Black, white, gray. You don't have to go crazy. See, for me, I'm a very simple man. I love fashion. I love style. I will wear different colors as well, outside of the neutral color palette. But I do like to wear clothes that are very simple and basic in terms of the coloring, like black, white, gray. I'll wear brown, as far as brown Chelsea boots, things like that. And the reason why is because I like those colors, number one. Number two, they go with pretty much everything. And then number three, you don't need to wear any type of crazy colors or any type of crazy clothes to be physically attractive from a fashion and style standpoint when your physique is dialed in. Because the physique is like the Christmas tree. Your fashion, your style is like the ornaments to the Christmas tree. The ornaments are dope, they're cool, but they're nothing without the foundation, aka the Christmas tree, which again, in this context is going to be your physique. And then of course you can accessorize. You can wear rings, you can wear watches, you can wear chains, you can wear rope chains, Cuban link chains, you can wear 2 or 3 chains if you want to have layers to you and really show out, have gold earrings, gold studs or silver studs, silver hoop earrings. And usually for men that are white complexion or even mixed men like myself, I'm black and white, you can wear more so silver colored accessories. Those are going to look the best for you in terms of the color silver. And then for men that also have my skin color, I guess I can, kind of transcend from different color jewelry. I like to wear gold jewelry though. That's my preference. I think that looks the best on my skin complexion. But if you are more so around mix, like as far as like my skin tone, yeah, you're more like light skin or dark skin, then gold is going to be the best color that will be best suitable for your skin tone and will allow you to stand out. But at the end of the day, man, you can keep your fashion and style pretty simple. Again, by wearing clothes that are fitted, perhaps even tailored, wearing neutral colors, and then accessorizing appropriately as far as wearing the right color jewelry based on your skin tone, based on your complexion, and wearing the type of jewelry and accessories that you're comfortable with. That's all that you really need, man, when everything else about you, your face, your body is dialed in. So that's more so how we're going to go about maximizing our physical appearance in 2025. And if you want more specifics on specific things like your face, like your body, fashion, style, etc., feel free to browse through my other videos that I have on my channel after this video, because I have videos that go more in depth in those particular topics. So that's number one, man, when it comes to maximizing your overall physical appearance. That way you are on your way to becoming the most attractive version of yourself in 2025. Now, moving on to number two, build your confidence through action and accomplishment. So here's the thing, guys. Confidence comes through action. And then through action, that's how you're going to be able to achieve the results that you want. So it really doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to achieve, whether it's you, like I said earlier, starting your fitness journey for the first time this year, whether that's you actually getting into the gym, getting on a fitness routine that you can sustainably stick to, that are proven to actually get you results in terms of the fitness plan that you are on, and then actually sticking through that fitness routine and constantly showing up to the gym and putting in the work to achieve the physique that you want. Or whether this is even approaching a girl that you are interested in, that you saw that was very attractive, whether you saw her on a night out, maybe this is a woman at your gym, whatever the case is. Now, I'm not a big advocate of cold approaching women. More specifically, I'm not a big advocate of men spam approaching women. I believe if you've done everything that you can to become the most quality product and version of you, you've dialed in yourself physically, and you're putting in the work in your life to accomplish things to help you become a well-rounded man. I believe, at least from the physical aspect of things, because a woman's not going to really know much about you upon the physical if she's never had a conversation with you. So I believe that men that have dialed in themselves physically, once you do that, I believe you're going to have a much higher chance when it comes to approaching that attractive woman that you like. That doesn't guarantee you that she's going to give you the number, that she's going to be into you, that you're going to be able to set something up from there. It doesn't guarantee that. But of course, it's going to give you a higher chance of success. I believe that men that maximize themselves first and foremost when it comes to their appearance, when you then step to that woman, you're more than likely going to have a higher chance of success. And even if you don't get the desired outcome that you want, it's more than likely still going to be a nice interaction. Women that have even kindly rejected me have even rejected me, telling me if they didn't have a man, they would have gotten with me because they thought I was very attractive. You know what I mean? Or told me how flattered they were that a man like myself approached them. So even if you get rejected, women are still going to treat you well as long as you are physically dialed in yourself, but you also approach them respectfully, yet confidently. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, regardless if a woman rejects you, regardless if you experience a setback in life, because here's the thing, I used to believe that to truly have confidence You can't be scared of anything. You can't have any fear. You can't have any doubt. You can't have any anxiety. The thing is, you're going to have fear. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to have doubts when you try something for the first time. When you're trying to achieve something of significance, you're going to have fear. You're going to have doubt. You're going to have anxiety. But true confidence isn't in the form of all these feelings, these normal feelings like fear, like doubt, like anxiety being completely eliminated and non-existent. No, because these are feelings. Confidence is a belief. Fear, doubt, anxiety, these are feelings. These are things that we're naturally going to fear as human beings. We really can't control it. True confidence comes from taking action despite these feelings, moving past fear, moving past anxiety, moving past self-doubt. And whether or not you get the outcome, even if you don't get the outcome that you want, the fact that you took the necessary action to attempt to get the outcome, that's where your confidence should come from. Because it's not so much about the outcome that determines your confidence. If you were able to get the girl's number and she actually wanted to meet up with you, she actually wanted to go on a date with you, no. The true confidence comes from the fact that you actually stepped up to her, that you actually took the action. I'm just using that as an example. There's many forms of that. Stepping into a fitness gym for the first time, stepping into a Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, MMA gym for the first time, taking the action despite how you may have felt, even when the feelings, the emotions weren't favorable, for you to take that necessary action. And even despite the outcome, having confidence, knowing that you moved past these feelings and that regardless of what the outcome was, good or bad, you're still going to press forward. You're still going to do what you needed to do. You're still going to take the necessary action to get the accomplishment, to get the achievement that you want. And that's where true confidence comes from. And you want to know why that the true confidence comes from? Really the intrinsic values and traits that you have as a man. The reason why that's where the true confidence comes from is because none of the external results, like achievements, like results, like a girl giving you her number, a girl telling you that you look handsome and attractive, you stepping up into the fitness gym, you've been training for 3 to 6 months, you've achieved that V-shaped aesthetic physique. You stepped up into a martial art gym, you've been training for 3 to 6 months. Now you actually know a couple of submissions. You know how to spar a little bit. You know how to land a couple of strikes on people. You're starting to develop yourself into a more capable and accomplished man. You're getting results. Well, those things are amazing. Those are positive feedback, but those things don't make up your work. The external validation, the external results, it's feedback, but it's feedback that reflects the efforts of you. And those efforts can only transpire from the intrinsic traits that you have in here. This is why it's all about building internal confidence and not deriving and attaching and depending on external validation as a source for your confidence. See, external results, external validation from women through making money, right? Through achieving an aesthetic physique, improving your looks, getting better at fighting. All these things are dope. And these are things that, I'm into as far as fighting and lifting and taking care of myself, my appearance, dating, all these things, right? But I know these are a lot of things that men are into as well. That's why I'm using these examples. These things are dope, but none of these things would be possible without you having the intrinsic traits to then leverage those traits, to then take action on those traits, to then get those results. Though these external results are only a reflection of your efforts. They're only positive feedback. If a woman tells you that you're attractive, thank her, appreciate her. That's going to help you. That's going to help boost your confidence, but don't let that be the sole source of your confidence, because really the confidence comes from your self-worth. The external validation, they're just reflection of your efforts, but they're not the sole source of your worth, which is one of the reasons why a lot of handsome and attractive men, even when they get a lot of positive feedback, can still lack confidence, because really they have attached their confidence to external validation through compliments. They haven't detached their confidence from those things. Look at external validation, look at results from here on as just reflections of your efforts, just feedback of your efforts. Things that people tell you, men and women, when they compliment you, just in whatever it is that you're doing, whether a man's complimenting your fashion, your style, your physique, like, dang, bro, like you're looking trim, you're looking stronger, or a woman compliments you and says that you look handsome, you're attractive, you're fine, hot, sexy, all these things. Thank them, be appreciative, but understand that the things that they're telling you are things that you should already have known about yourself and have believed about yourself, and how all these things wouldn't have even occurred if it wasn't for the efforts that you put in on yourself to become the best version of yourself, to even get that positive feedback. But all those efforts and all these things that you've done to maximize yourself, that you will be doing to maximize yourself if you want to become the most attractive and confident version of yourself in 2025, all those things start in here. That's why you shouldn't worry about external confidence, but internal confidence, because the external simply reflects the internal, which is why I'm not trying to just help men become more attractive for superficial reasons, but it's more so when you're improving your physical appearance, when you're improving your body, all these things start from the inside. And then you start to see how the outside world treats you when you actually leverage your intrinsic traits and values, the things that make you a valuable man. There are aspects of your self-worth, your resilience, your discipline, your creativity, your ability to move past fear, doubt, anxiety, your intelligence. All these things are within you. And when you take action on those things, that's how all these other things start to come and take form when it comes to the external world. That's when the external validation comes through because of the results that you're getting in the external. But none of that could happen without the internal. Just like how, this time last year, man, I had 250 subs, 250 subscribers on YouTube. Now, at this point of the recording, a year later, we're at 8,700. And I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Well, although that's dope, that's an external achievement. What took to get to that point of 8,700 subs was all the intrinsic traits that I have as a man that I had to take action on consistently to get to 8,700. 8,700 subs is just a reflection of what I have in here. Even that 250 is the same thing. I had to start from zero, right? Even going from 0 to 250, that external result, all that started from in here, which takes me to the third way of becoming the most attractive and confident version of yourself. And this is from more of a holistic standpoint now, is simply just focus on internal confidence. It's easy to get caught up in the external world. It's easy to get caught up in compliments, results. It doesn't matter what results they are, financially, romantically, fitness-wise, all these things. It's so easy to get caught up in these results. But at the end of the day, none of these things can happen without you. You are the source of all these things. None of these things can happen. None of these things can transpire without you, which is why you got to focus more on who you are as a man. You got to know yourself, but you also have to love yourself. I know that sounds cheesy. I know that sounds cliche, but these are things that I've even had to learn how to do. Even in, my 20s, I'm 28, right? Even into my late 20s, I had to focus on this. Realizing that you are that dude, man. And you know that you are that dude when you're putting in the work. And you're putting in the work. You don't let setbacks stop you from achieving desired outcomes. That's another way that you actually become more confident, is that even when you get knocked on your ass, literally or figuratively, for me, both, right? I get knocked on my ass in jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai and life, right? We all do. But it's not the man who is confident because he doesn't experience those things. It's the man that is truly confident because not only does he experience these things, but he doesn't let these setbacks stop him from achieving his breakthroughs. That's how you become confident. If a girl rejects you, but you know that you're that dude, you have results, you know that you have evidence to support that you are an attractive man, that you are desirable by women because of your track record, because of your results. Or even if you are not that man yet, but you're putting in the work to then achieve those results in due time, because they're not going to happen without the work that you put in. But when you know that you're the man that is doing what he needs to do to become a desirable man, or if you are already a desirable man by women, let's say, and a girl rejects you, it's fine, because you know that your results show that you have a successful track record in terms of being a desirable man. And you can reflect on your results, reflect on your evidence, even when you feel doubtful about yourself, even when you are lacking confidence in the moment, reflect on your results, reflect on your evidence, big or small. Your wins. When I say evidence, I mean your wins, your results with women. And this is just in the context of women. You can use this for martial arts, business, sports, whatever. Reflect on your evidence, reflect on your results to remind you that you are that dude. And again, even for the guys that don't have results yet, well, results only come from efforts. And the efforts are only stemmed from the inside. The inside, the intrinsic traits of you as a man, that truly gives birth to the confidence. That's why confidence only can really come in here, not from outside opinions and validations of people and things and accomplishments, because these things don't just really happen. They don't really just happen to people. People had to do things to receive these results, to receive the validation from people in the world. They had to put in work. They had to put in their efforts. They had to put in effort into these different areas, I should say, to get those results, which all come back to here. That's why even when you have a track record of results, even if a girl rejects you or you don't get the outcome that you want, like if a video for me doesn't pop off, I can't trip about that. Because number one, I'm going to shift my mindset around that. Have more of like a neutral mindset when it comes to these things. Oh, a video didn't pop off. I suck. No, it's like, okay, this video told me that my audience prefers this type of content over this. I'm going to focus on creating more of that content. Oh, this girl rejected me. I'm unattractive. Blah, 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 blah. No. If a girl rejects you, it's like, okay, we're just simply not a fit for each other. But that's okay, because this actually opens up the opportunity for me to meet a woman that is going to be a fit for me. That's how you guys want to frame these things. Have more of a neutral mindset when it comes to these occurrences. But also understand that your results only happen because of your efforts. Your efforts are a reflection of who you are on the inside. Everything comes from the inside. That's why you can't be worrying about external validation. It's nice, but just look at it as feedback and a reflection of what you already know to be true and the efforts that you put into the world. And all that comes back to you. And if you want extra help when it comes to becoming more of an attractive man, becoming more confident in yourself, more sure of yourself, become that physically attractive, but mentally attractive, mentally confident, and accomplished man that's ambitious, that's driven, because we all know that women love those type of men. But more importantly, it's all about you stepping into the best version of yourself. If you want extra help when it comes to achieving that and not falling off your 2025 goals and actually crushing your 2025 goals and become the man that you were meant to be, then I would highly suggest that you check out my Inbound Attraction Blueprint program, where I show men how to become the most attractive and confident version of themselves, help them start attracting women to them, and overall step into the best version of themselves, right? Because ultimately it's about how you think, feel, and view yourself at the end of the day. If you want extra help when it comes to stepping into the best version of yourself in 2025, again, I would definitely check out my Inbound Attraction Blueprint program down below. I'll have the link in the description and the pinned comment. With that being said, if you got a lot of value from this video, please give it a like, subscribe for more videos like this. And with that being said, I will talk to you in the next video.